Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Pan American trip. As you can see, we are, if you watched the introductory video, we're still here at Puerto Williams in Chile, and we're just getting our camping gear loaded up, and we're going to head on over to Ushuaia. So, it'll just be a short little hop over there, not even just a few minutes. And then once we get over there, we will pick up some passengers, and head on to our first destination. Alright, here we are in the cockpit of the trusty Aerostar. This plane has been very capable so far, getting down here for the start of this journey. I've not had any issues, really. I think we picked it up. I think we had to replace some fuel lines that were worn, and oh, we did replace a hydraulic pump, actually. It literally went out on us on the last leg before we got here. So we had it fixed and then flew over here to start this journey. But yeah, we are inside the aircraft. Let's take a look. NAVIGRAPH here, just put in a little import our flight plan from SimBrief. Okay, it's good. And as you can see, we're just over here at Puerto Williams. We'll just fly VFR over to here. We're using Say Intentions AI for air traffic control. So for those of you who don't know, it's basically AI air traffic control. So we will see how that goes. I've had varying levels of success with it. Sometimes it's really great, adds a lot of immersion. Other times it kind of takes you out of the immersion. So if that is an issue, you know, we may just not use air traffic control. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, sorry about that. We will get started on our leg over to here and pick up our passengers and then get going. We are going to be VFR today. The weather is looking okay. Yesterday, when we flew into here, it was actually quite nasty out. But today it's a lot warmer and looking a lot nicer, so we'll probably do VFR, and I think the wind's coming out of the west, so we'll probably depart up this valley, maybe, or like along this, you know, kind of river area, and then might have to cut over these hills here. Or these mountains, I should say. They're not hills. So I'm not sure. We might depart to the west and then go over and then follow this up like this, but yeah, should be a nice scenic flight. It's really beautiful in this region, and I'm really excited to get this first leg underway. Alright, switched over to our checklist now. We'll just go ahead and start going over those. So we already completed our pre-flight. I didn't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that every time. It's pretty much the same. But, you know, if you want to see it, let me know. I will say right off the bat before we get going, I take myself pretty seriously with flight simulation, but I am by no means an expert. I've been playing flight sims since I was a little kid, so for probably the past 20 years or so. And I love them a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm not an expert, and as much as I might want to be, I am not. So I do apologize if I make any mistakes. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. But just know, you know, I don't claim to be a professional or an expert. I do this for fun as a hobby. All right, let's start the right engine. Give it a little prime. Oil pressure looks okay. Fuel pressure looks okay. Alternator can come on. The fuel pump can come off. Gyro pressure. Yep. It's looking good. Alright, and... Yep, 1000 RPM. The boost pump's off. Alternator's on. Right, now I'll start the left engine. I've noticed the left engine, for me at least, takes a little bit more. Seems to take a little bit more priming to start than the right. Oh, silly me. Yep, see, already making mistakes, didn't put the beacon on. Alright, we'll contact ground and see if they can't get us cleared over there. Puerto Williams ground, Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo. We'd like to request VFR clearance over Ushuaia.
Stand by, you're number 1.
See, I don't know if you typically request clearance for VFR. I don't fully understand VFR, and I think that's part of the problem.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500. Departure on 125.3, Niners squawk 1141. Expect runway 26.
Alright, VFR at or below 1500, departure 125.39er, and squawking 1141. We'll expect 26 for Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, read back correct.
Right, and they said 1141. Yeah, my VFR skills are pretty rusty. I almost always fly exclusively IFR. That's something hopefully I kind of plan to change here in the future, but at least as it stands now, I'm just kind of used to doing IFR. So I do admit my radio terminology is a little bit rusty. I did take flying lessons like over a decade ago when I was a teenager, and since then my radio communication has not flourished, we'll say. I usually don't fly on VATSIM very often. I actually just got 2024 here recently, so getting back into flight sim. That's kind of why I'm doing this now, all of a sudden. But as time goes on, you know, hopefully I'll be more familiar with VFR. Yeah, it's 3 knots, so we'll just do our run up right here. There's nothing really going on here, no one around us, so. That's 1500. Just check the volts here. Oh yeah, both good. Right, and go to 2100. Do our mag check. It's honestly a little bit more of a drop than I would have expected. Might have to get that checked out whenever we are over there getting our passengers loaded up. See if someone in maintenance can't take a look at it real quick. Puerto Williams ground, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, we're ready to taxi to runway 26.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, runway 26 taxi at your discretion.
Taxi to runway 26, our discretion, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Something I've noticed about say intentions to, especially, I've not used it too much in the States. I've just been using it here since I've been kind of getting ready to start this journey, but I'm hoping it has a little bit better support in the States, because down here, it's kind of the wild, wild west as far as it's concerned. It doesn't know a lot of the taxiways, or if it does, it just tells you just to taxi at your discretion, or, you know, you got a back taxi and you ask it, hey, you know, am I okay to back taxi on this runway? And it's just like, doesn't care. So it's a little bit strange, but I don't see anyone there. I don't see anyone there. Don't really see anyone in the pattern, so we should be okay. But all our lights on just to be safe. Still getting used to, you're gonna hear me say it probably 15 million times, how I'm still getting used to the nose wheel steering on this plane. So it's got a switch down here, and then it's also got a switch up here, and basically it's like, I guess, hydraulically powered nose wheel steering. And definitely takes some getting used to. You know, for little corrections it's not bad. You just give it a little tap or whatever, but for making big turns, it can be a little bit of a challenge to get used to it, honestly. Also, this thing is a rocket. You know, it's getting ahead of us here on the taxi at 1,000 RPMs, which I've been seeing other people, you know, they're having that same experience, that it's like a rocket on wheels. Alright, we'll just kind of pull off into this little turnaround. Now, I don't know if they're going to hand us over to tower or...
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact tower on 118.5. Take care.
Tower 118.5. Take care, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Williams Tower, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, ready to go, runway 26.
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Williams Tower, runway 26, winds calm. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, thanks. Alright. There we go. Full power. Gear is coming up. comes back, and we'll try to level off at about 1,000. So you'll see my terrible hand flying skills. And this thing...
Sierra Bravo, contact departure.
Over to departure, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Thanks. It was 125.9er. I forgot to...
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact tower on 118.5.
That's not... I'm just gonna ignore that. 12539er. Departure, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo's with you off of Puerto Williams. We didn't switch our transponder to altitude.
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Williams departure, radar contact.
Gotta get this dialed in here. That's a little bit better. Don't bust our altitude now. I don't know why it had me contact, or why they tried to have me contact tower again. That was a little strange. I think it picked up maybe that I, whatever I had said, you know, I think it was trying to think that I was trying to talk to them again before I switched over to departure. Which it seems to have issues with that sometimes, but it's still a work in progress, say intentions. They make a lot of changes to it. They put out a lot of bug fixes, hot fixes, I want to say multiple times a day, sometimes even. And even just since I've started using it, I've seen some improvement in different areas. Excuse me. Alright, after takeoff, yep, the gear and the flaps are up, and yeah, the fuel boost pumps. I mean, we're basically on approach already, so... I can see the boost pumps will come back on for the approach checklist, and we're basically on the approach already, so really got to get my altitude under control. I need to focus on that for just a minute, and then we can do a little bit of sightseeing here with I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's some whales of some sort, it looks like, kind of off our nose here. Let's see if we can't get a better view here. things are a little interesting, but it's neat to see nonetheless. There's some more out there kind of in that path of that sunlight there on the water. That's the airport right there, so need to get the frequency.
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Ushuaia departure. What's your final?
Ushuaia departure. See, this is kind of the things I'm talking about. We'd like to make straight in for 2-4 at Ushuaia. I think that's 2-4. 2-5. 2-5, correction.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, runway 24 unavailable. Active runway is 25. Advise approach type.
We'd like to make straight in visual for runway 25. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, go ahead. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, expect the visual approach runway 25, wind 220 at 24, gusting 34, QNH 1008.
Expect the visual runway 25, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Yeah, see, we mucked it all up. I should have switched over myself earlier. Because now we're right in the way. Paying too much attention to the whales. I think they would hand me over to Tower, but they...
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact Ushuaia Tower on 118.1.
118.1, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Excuse me. Ushuaia Tower, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo with you, 1000 inbound, runway 25 visual.
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Ushuaia Tower, winds 220 at 24, gusting 34, runway 25, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 25, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Dump it all out here. I don't blame sane tensions for this. I should have done a better job of maybe prompting it what I wanted to do. I think by asking for clearance, it did more of a pseudo VFR, IFR type thing. Alright, the gear's down, 3 green, flaps full. Some trim in here. That's okay. bit low. A lot of bit low. Quite a long rollout to the turnoff too. So we'll try to keep the speed up. Let it do what it does, which is it goes. Should have done a long landing. Because it really is a long ways.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, welcome to Ushuaia. Exit at Alpha if able. Taxi to gate 3 via Alpha. Bravo, stay on this frequency.
Exiting at Alpha, and can we taxi over to the GA apron if possible?
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, taxi to General Apron via Alpha Charlie. Good day.
Apron via Alpha Charlie, good day. Black coming up. Fuel boost pumps can come off. Strobe, so turn off the right. Scenery here is just absolutely gorgeous. All of these airports too that I'll be using in this series, all the ones that I've marked down at least, for the most part are either default, like not, I don't know what they're called, they're not quite handcrafted, but they're like a little bit updated by default, or they are payware add-ons from the in-game marketplace. So, like for example, this one is a paid one from the marketplace, as well as where we just departed from. Right. Get GSX. I like their marshaller a little bit better. I'll just pick one from the map. We'll pick. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go park down here because I want to have them look some things over before we depart. Nope, no follow me. Temperature is 68. That's good. Feel bad to leave this person over here trying to marshal me in, but we got other plans. We can break. Turn off the radios. Maybe. Now, I don't know why, but lately, whenever I've been cutting the fuel mixture, it like tries to auto start the engines. Very strange. Very good parking. Thanks, guy. Landing lights, nav beacon off. Flip off the hydraulic valve. Flaps are out. And now we will get everything checked out by maintenance here. We'll load up the passengers and their baggage and whatnot, and then we'll get on our way to our next destination. So I'll go take care of that, and I will see you guys then. Alright, we got everything checked out by maintenance here. We should be good to go. We've got our passengers all loaded on board. I got 5 passengers. I'm just loading the last of their luggage now. And be on our way. Due to a unfortunate mishap with me failing to start the flight in FS Economy, had to refly that leg. But not to worry, made it here uneventfully. Shouldn't have affected too much. Other than we watched a clip of the ground marshaller do Gangnam Style. Okay. It's a little strange. So that was interesting. Alright. Get this closed up here. And we'll get ready to go. Starting to get a little bit darker out, so completed our pre-flight. We've already briefed the passengers. Our seatbelts are secured, doors closed and locked, batteries off, gears down, flaps are up, brakes have been tested, flight controls are free, the parking brake is set, all the switches are off. Batteries on, gears 3 green, down and locked, elevator and rudder trim are neutral, hydraulic shutoff valve is open, fuel is checked. We've got about 100 and, I think it's about 117 technically, it's about 120 gallons. Low fuel warning is off. All the circuit breakers are in. The altimeter's set. The radios are set. So we're going to go ahead and start. Or actually, do they have ramp here? Yeah, they do have ramp here. Okay, let's actually see if we can request to start clearance from ramp. Whoops. And Ramp Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo requesting clearance to start engines. See if they'll just clear us.
Ground to flight deck. Start engines at your discretion.
Alright. Perfect. Alright. Props are full forward. Crack the right throttle. Turn the avionics back off. Prime number 2. Right. There we go. Let's put the beacon on again. This pump coming off. And yeah, the gyro pressure is looking good. Right, now that our engines are started, we can go ahead and be looking at our flight plan here. First of all, Or 8. Okay. Whiskey, that's our destination. And then I'm wondering, because I'm not still super well versed in this, wondering if we can create some waypoints for VFR. Another one, we'll just call it 2. Another one. Call 3. And then maybe a fourth one here. We're just kind of using it for VFR, just in case. Whoops. That's not what we wanted. Just an Alco flight plan. Insert 4. One. Start waypoint. Insert 4, and we'll just do the same thing over and over again. And now we've got kind of a rough flight plan. I'm just going to depart straight out. I'm going to call up ground and, or tower, actually, and see if we can just depart VFR to the east. I mean, really, it'll just be a straight out departure. How are the engines looking? Yep, they're warmed up. Go ahead and do the run up when we're here. Bumped my right throttle there. Could have been a problem. Right, stabilized back at 2100. We'll do a mag check. This mag's looking way better now. Right, next we'll contact tower and see about getting our taxi. Actually, let's do it before takeoff. Yep, mixture full fuel, full forward. Boost pumps will wait till we're on the runway. Okay, that's all good. Whoa, holy guacamole. Lag spike. Ushuaia Tower, Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo. ready to taxi VFR departure straight out to the east. Correction, straight out to the west. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Let's see if that messes it up.
Aerostar 702 Sierra, Bravo, Ushuaia Tower, taxi via CA or Bravo 7. Hold short runway 25.
Taxi and runway 25 via Charlie Alpha, back taxi runway 7, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Right, put our headset on, release our parking brake, and let's see, we'll go left. Yes, okay. See if we can get turned around here. It could have been worse.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, cross runway 07.
I'm saying that because of back taxiing, but we'll just repeat it. Cross runway 07, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. But I mean, yeah, we have to back taxi down to the end of 25, so... Landing and strobe on. Turn the runway, clear left, clear right. Now we'll taxi like the wind. Oof, goodness. Knots too fast to back taxi down the active. Slow back to 20. Pick back up. Do some stab braking. It's the truck driver in me. Those of you that don't know me, yeah, I used to be a truck driver, OTR truck driver here in the US. Pretty much, I am an enjoyer of all things transportation, airplanes, trucks, buses, cars, trains. I think I already said trains. But, you know, pretty much anything. Ships, boats. If it moves stuff, moves people, I like it. That's all there is to it. And I'll probably be putting out some other content on this channel aside from Flight Simulator. This just so happens to be kind of the thing that spurred me to get back into making some content, but we'll be doing American Truck Simulator for sure. Probably Farming Sim at some point. Might do a little Century of Steam whenever it releases eventually. Now, I don't know how we're supposed to hold short here, but I guess we could have used the displaced threshold. That's fine, we've taxied long enough. And as well, we'll be doing some more casual gaming content, things like My Winter Car, My Summer Car. I love those games. Battlefield, potentially Arma 3 or Arma Reforger, might do some of that. This depends on what I'm feeling like and what you guys want to see. So if you do want to see anything else, let me know in the comments. And see what I can do. Stand by one, having a bit of a control issue here. Alright, sorry about that, folks, and that's why we always do a control check. Had some sort of issue with my controls here, but we got them, seem to be resolved now, so. Ushuaia Tower, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, ready to go, runway 25. There's pumps coming on.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, runway 25, winds 220 at 21, gusting 31, catering cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Not a clue what that was. Alright, let's go. There's 80 knots and rotating. Positive rate, gear up, and it's the first leg of an awesome trip, awesome adventure. So let's do a little bit of a low pass type. Okay, no point in showboating, getting myself killed. And the flaps can come up. Right now it's this valley here we're gonna fly up, so let's get our climb power set, 24 and 24. Over to GPS just for some guidance. Or actually, no, it's this next valley. Okay, well. Not technically sure that we can be here, but the thing about this trip is, you know, obviously we're flying around in the Aerostar, taking in the sights, having a little fun. It's not going to be the most professional set of flights. This is more about exploring and enjoying the scenery and making a little money in FS economy along the way, and hopefully getting our plane back to the States. So yeah, I didn't tell you guys, but essentially that's the long-term goal, is to get this aircraft back to its home base, which is 3 Delta Whiskey, Springfield Downtown Airport. Getting it back there, that's where it's based out of, in FS Economy. We have this aircraft, and then we also have a, it's not this valley either, is it? No, it's not, actually. Alright, let's make a tight turn here. Steep turn, steep turn. We have the Aerostar. It'll be based out of 3 Delta Whiskey, and then we also have a 172. And then the next couple of things we'll have in the works is we're going to get a... okay, it's got to be this valley. We're going up this one, even if this isn't it. Let's see though. The next plans after we get this paid off is we're going to get a TBM 850, and then long-term goal, we'd like to get a Citation C750. That and the TBM for a little bit more VIP jobs, stuff like that, and then yeah, hopefully we can keep the Aerostar and the 172 for more regional kind of outback operations, cargo ops, stuff like that. It's kind of the plan. I'll probably cut out some of this stuff too, the more boring portions of the flights. If you guys do want the uncut footage, let me know. Maybe I can change the way that I edit it, but at least for this first couple of videos, I don't think I will keep the majority of the kind of just the legs, while we're just kind of cruising along. Probably won't keep them in fully, just if there's anything interesting, but obviously if you guys prefer the full unedited footage and you want me to leave it in, you can always comment down below. And if there's enough of you, then maybe I will do that. Or something I've thought about doing, if anybody would be interested, I have thought about live streaming these flights and then actually making the edited video out of the VOD, essentially. So, yeah, not 100% sure what we're going to do with it yet. But if you have suggestions or preferences, let me know in the comments. Let's do the approach checklist. Boost pumps coming on. Mixtures full rich. Hill selectors are on. Flaps. Bring back a little bit of power and we'll go flaps 20. Alright, so the runway's 30. This should be the airport right down here. Almirante Schroeders, traffic Aerostar, 2 Sierra Bravo. We are 4 miles to the southeast, inbound runway 30 approach, Almirante Schroeders. Alright, there's the runway, I see it. Chop off the power, drop the gear, and the flaps. Start bringing in some trim. Our poor passengers. We'll have to fly a little more comfortably for our next flight. Almirante Schroeders, traffic Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're on short final, runway 30. Full stop landing, Almirante Schroeders. Alright, full flaps. Gears down in 3 green. Forward. And then we're gonna get on the brakes kind of heavy because we gotta turn around and go all the way back. Come over the right edge here. Almirante Schroeders, traffic Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're going to be back taxiing runway 30 to the apron. Almirante Schroeders. Alright. Overcooked the nose wheel steering. Alright, there we go. I'm going to file IFR to the next airport, just so that we'll have a little more help from air traffic control. That way I'm not making such silly mistakes. Oh, I didn't realize I could taxi in there on the corner. I don't think really you are supposed to. on, Aerostar. Turn. There you go. Now, this may be considered silly, but I'm just going to kill the left engine. I don't know why that tries to start every time. Kill the left engine, open the door. Guess fold my seat down and let all the passengers out. Alright, we got all the passengers off board, their baggage unloaded. We're gonna go ahead and start number 1 back up and get on our way to the next destination. Good start, number 1, looking good. We'll boost pump, come off, that one come off also. Never even put the flaps up. Probably didn't turn the landing lights, never even turned them on, I guess. Didn't turn the strobe off. Amazing. Okay. That's fine. We will get configured for departure here. So cabin doors close and lock, controls are free, mixtures full forward, fuel selectors are on and on. Instruments checked, radios are set, flaps are 20 degrees, trim. It's fine. Pitot heat is off. Parking brake, yeah, it's not released yet, but it will be. Turn our boost pumps on. Go back over to center, I guess, and pick up our IFR clearance. I gotta turn down this panel lighting. Way too bright now. Punta Arenas Center, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo, ready to copy IFR to Sierra Charlie India.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Punta Arenas Center, information current. Cleared to Sierra Charlie India. After departure, fly radar vectors SCDW, then as filed, initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 128.1, squawk 4115. Release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 0128 Zulu. Time now 0113.
Cleared to Sierra Charlie India as filed, or radar vectors to Sierra Charlie Delta Whiskey, then as filed. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.1, and we're squawking 4115. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Clearance on request. You're number 1.
What? See, just small things like that that just make you say, what?
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, Punta Arenas Center, read back correct. Cleared to Sierra Charlie Charlie India. After departure, fly radar vectors SCDW, then as filed. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 128.1, squawk 4115. Release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 0130 Zulu. Time now 0115.
Yeah, I didn't catch anything that was different from that the first time, so I'm gonna assume that's just a quirk with say intentions. It's 128.1 for departure. Right. I'm gonna taxi to the runway now and get out of here. Lifted it off itself. Fine by me. Makes my life a little bit easier. Flaps up. Back to climb power, 2424. So we don't blow up one of these engines. We're below the glide slope. We're capturing the localizer now.
Airstrip 2 Sierra Bravo. Contact Punta Arenas Tower on 118.7 when established.
Tower on 118.7 when established. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Right. Altitude hold. Approach and glide slope are armed. It's trying to find its way. Struggling. Down our power back in. Punta Arenas Tower, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo with you, 9.5 miles inbound, ILS X-ray, runway 25 approach.
Aerostar
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Punta Arenas Tower, roger, continue approach runway 25.
Aerostar 702 Sierra Bravo, Punta Arenas Tower, winds 240 at 12. Runway 25, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 25, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're coming down on the glide slope. Bring the power back now. Drop some speed. And gears down below 157. Lights are on. Hydraulic pressure is checked. Put that away for now. Just bring it back. .8 DME. Situated here. Alright, we're gonna center the heading bug. Alright, are definitely established 3.5 miles. Gears coming down. White arc, flaps are coming down. We're gonna go autopilot off. Three white. Left the center line. Still 3 white. Or white. Okay, we got to chop some power. One red. Yeah, we're a little high, that's fine. Plenty of runway. Chop the power.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, welcome to Punta Arenas. Contact ground on 121.9er.
21.9er, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Kid here. There's traffic there, so we'll continue past, I guess. Turn off here.
Hotel Lima 6530, holding short of 19er, ready to go.
Hotel Lima 6530, winds calm, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff, safe travels.
Cleared for takeoff, 19er, Hotel Lima 6530.
Punta Arenas ground, Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo. We'd like to request taxi to parking 12, please. If it'll give me parking 12.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Taxi to Park Stand 12 via Alpha Bravo. Good day.
Taxi to parking 12 via Alpha Bravo, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. I don't actually think that's the correct taxi instructions, but okay. Looks to me like we need Charlie. But okay, we'll do Alpha Bravo and then I guess all this extra whatnot. Alpha to Bravo at the ramp. Clear left. This is kind of interesting way to get to a parking area. That's gotta be our parking right there, right? Let's just double check. Show me the spot. Oh yeah, okay. That is our spot. Boy, let's hope we can get into the spot. Oh, GSX doesn't like it. Club Aero. Aereo. Club Aereo. I'm gonna go out farther away. Parking brake. Oh, boost pump strip went off forever ago. Whoops. Alright, first leg done, guys. Wasn't too bad, I don't think. Aside from my poor attempt at VFR navigation, but we won't make that mistake next time. We'll stick with IFR. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, questions, anything at all. And yeah, next time we will continue on to our next destination. But until then, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care, and I will see you next time.